I met a GYPSY.
When you go, like, you're the last OG superstar.
And I don't think it gets better anytime soon.
It doesn't,
like
man.
when you're talking about, when we're on the Motocross of Nations, conversation here, and you talk about the Europeans and the Americans and stuff like that. Like, if I'm Eli, AP, and Barsha, I'd never represent the country again because of the
They got stitched up.
Well, the sheer backlash that you get from the fans and the way social media works. Everybody has a soapbox because literally they can jump on their smartphone
can DM you and comment.
just comment on whatever it is. And I just think it's so unfair to ask a lot from athletes that have done the schedule that we've done, and then you get 1 month off from motocross in the end of August until, what was it, the 3rd or 4th of October.
Yeah.
So you literally got the whole month of September off. You can't, it's unrealistic, and it's just ridiculously to expect those 3 riders to take that 1 month and work their absolute ass off to be the same guy that left off in August at Ironman. Because that 1 month is the only month, which actually 1 month is really only a week or 2 weeks. Let's be honest, it's 2 weeks. They go, okay, I'm going to take 2 weeks off. I'm exhausted. Eli's pissed off at the world. He won the most races in Supercross, threw away a championship, came out, won the motocross, didn't really win it in the way that he wanted to win it probably. Went down to the wire where it should never went down to the wire.
Yeah, he should have wrapped that thing up at like round 3.
So he's kind of like, okay, 2018's over. I got this badass new bike coming. Monster wants you to do promo for winning championship. Monster wants you to win, do all this. Cowie wants you to do this. Alpine Star wants you to do that. It's never ending. And all in between that, you're trying to take a step away and get a breath of fresh air.
Be a normal person for like 2 weeks.
And be a normal individual. Enjoy your mom and dad, your girlfriend, your whatever. He's a hunter. Maybe he wants to go hunting. That's hunting season. I don't know. And I just think it's really, really unfair to expect an athlete not to take off a month like the rest of us get, like I shouldn't throw myself in it because I get the whole summer off, but everybody that does not do Motocross of Nations gets to utilize that gap,
and that adds to next year.
And nothing from August till January 7th, 8th, whatever Anaheim 1 is, nothing matters. Literally nothing matters, because look, you could see where the effort was. 1 week later, the dude comes out and crushes it and wins all 3 races and is $1 million richer.
How's the random guy that won the $1 million?
Oh, the fan.
What?
Right?
Are you
I wish
serious?
it was that. Yeah, I mean, how do we get on
Why
that
did I not go to that? I went there a bunch of times. I never got shit.
So for me, I just think it's so unfair to think, because if I look at all the riders and you look at the team, do I take, and this is me in my honest opinion, and people will disagree, but as a team, do I take AP or Hunter? I take AP all day. He's rode the track 1 million times. He's amazing in the ruts. He's amazing in the mud. Like, probably literally one of the best riders in the mud is AP. Yet he shows up to the Nations and forgets how to ride in the mud. So, like, when you think of the outstanding performers, Hunter massively overperforms. Rather than underperforms in So here you go. You got AP massively underperforms to his normal thing. Then if you were to put Justin Barsha in muddy conditions, sand conditions, starting, all these things up against Coldenhoff, I take Barsha all day long, because Coldenhoff didn't even get a podium this year, I don't believe. Maybe he got a podium in a moto, but never an overall. And yet Coldenhoff comes out and is the overperformer of the weekend beats his own teammate, who is the greatest rider in the world. I like, so you go, okay, what the fuck just happened? And then, you know, you think, okay, I'd put Eli up against Jeffro in those conditions and on his own track, and the boys just did not perform. And I think that when you look at why they didn't perform, I just think that it's fair, you know. And is it right? No, but dude, those dudes raced the week before and they jumped on a plane and they just carry
business as usual.
You just business as usual, and you carry momentum. And what a lot of people don't understand, when you do donations, and I don't care whether it's at Budds Creek or it's at Redbud, 95% of those people, or maybe even 98, whatever the percentage,
it's
guy,
going for America.
But literally 95% of the people riding on that racetrack are GP guys. You only have, you know, the 3 Americans that are an American-based riders, and then maybe one on the Australian team, which has been me in the past, maybe 2 of us from Australia. So you probably got 5 people that are from AMA. The other, 35 or 36 people are GP guys. So they ride at the GP style. So that track doesn't you know, develop anywhere near what you're used to it developing.
Yeah, that's true, man. So and you think like the lines are so different.
The way the Americans
have
ride.
You felt that at other places?
Oh, dude, when I go to donations, it's a tough weekend. Like, it's really, really tough because your bike, you fight your bike the whole weekend because it's set up for AMA, you know? And I would like, you know, Jeffrey has shown up and, you know, he did well last year at Ironman.
There's an asterisk there because Eli was just trying to get it done and win the title.
I agree.
Eli ain't gonna fucking send it to beat Hurlings. He don't care. He wants that $1 million fucking bonus, bro.
And I honestly think that Marvin threw it away more than anything, you know, because
that was crazy.
That was crazy. but I've rode Ironman twice now, 3 times now. It's as close to any European track that we have. Like, I mean, if you're a European, dude, show up there because that is a European track.
Even more than Dilla?
Yeah. Dilla's not super Euro, I don't think, anymore. It's really ruddy. It's different. Okay. Yeah, like Dilla used to get real flowing and kind of outside, inside, really European. Because that's what the Euro guys are all momentum, you know, like they only ride motocross and they ride a lot of sand in the winter,
and then you have to carry
have to carry speed. Everything starts on the outside, it comes across, you carry through the middle, and then you know, like it's all like that. America, 9-10 months of the year, all we care about is Supercross, stiff ass suspension. Our motocross tracks are ridiculously deep and watered and muddy, so literally from start to finish they're like riding in the mud anyway. So you just have these motorcycles that don't work in bumps, and they you know, like you pin it down the inside, you brake heavy, you jump in a rut and you accelerate off, and that's the style that we have become accustomed to. And I just think that the Euros have a different way of riding.
If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. And to listen to the full 3-hour podcast, search Gypsy Tales in your favorite podcast platform or click the link in the description below. Gypsy Gang.